Hello, Capricorn. Welcome. Take a seat and relax. There is nothing you need to do in this present moment except to relax and enjoy your reading. And to start your reading off, Capricorn, we have card number 25. I've been seeing this card a lot lately. I wonder why. So this is my Professor Copperfield's Miracle Legumes. So a miracle is possible right now, Capricorn. It just requires a little bit of effort, and it requires that you are focused. So in this episode, Dwight goes from a thumbtack and he ends up with a telescope, and then he trades that telescope for some magical beans. There is magic in the air. But the important part is that he didn't start out with a lot. He didn't start out with a bunch of money, right, to get the telescope. He didn't start out with a bunch of fancy tools. He started out with a thumbtack. And with the thumbtack, he was able to trade, right, moment by moment, trade by trade, slowly getting more and more and more and more. And then he ended up with a telescope. So we have a lot. We can learn a lot from Dwight in this episode. That just do with what you have, and we can achieve a lot. We can achieve anything. We can get what it is that we want in life. And this all happened in one day. Okay, in one day he went from a thumbtack to a telescope. So this card tells me that you can be successful. Do something that feels outrageous and out of the blue. This can all happen in one day. It just requires for you. I don't even know what it requires out of you, honestly. I guess that's for you to figure out. I'm sorry, Capricorn. But hey, there is magic in the air. There's a miracle out hand. And maybe that's why life doesn't want me to say anything, because it makes that miracle that much more special when it does happen, when you do see it, when you figure it out for yourself. So let's see what else we got. All right, we got the King of Cups and the Devil. Okay. So I did say at one point that it might require your focus. Okay, so everybody's scared of the devil, but I think that's stupid. Right, everybody is against the devil. Everybody hates the devil. Everybody, everybody says it's all about God, right? But if God is everything, that must mean that God is also the devil. But what the devil really is, I mean, he's not a bad guy. He is just the one giving us the test, right? He is the one that has the knowledge, and he is the one that gives us the test. Except what does humans do when we don't pass the test, right? When we fail his test, we blame the devil. We blame him. We say that it was all the devil's fault, even though the devil really never made you do anything, right? The devil just gave you the options. He said, hey, this is one path you can take. This is another path you can take. It's up to you. Right? He just shows you the paths, and then it's up to you to decide which one you want to go down. King of Cups. Emotions are really important here, right? What it is, how you feel. And this feels like, what path do I take? Well, how would, was it that golden rule that people say too? Is that do unto others what you want them to do unto you? That just means everybody has emotions. We are all connected with emotions. Things that you do will affect somebody else's emotions. That is how we are all connected, even though we are all so different and we all have our own universes. But emotions really connect us all. And it's important, right, to know that everything that we do does affect other people. That way, in this life, you can do anything you want, right? But do you really want to do those things that hurt other people? Because, do you like it when other people do things that hurt you? I don't. And that's what I've learned about my life as well. A lot of people have done a lot of things that have hurt me, and I just don't want to do those same things to other people. I don't want other people to feel the same way that I have. And so I'm not going to do those things to other people, Like One thing, it's really easy right now to get rich. If you screw people over, it's very easy to get rich, right? But I don't want to, getting rich isn't that important to me that I want to screw people over, because I don't want to make people feel that way. So I would rather get rich slowly. Slowly, you know, little bit by little bit, like Dwight. You know, trade by trade, because I don't want to make people feel shitty, you know. And see, that's like the devil gives you two options right now. You can get very rich quickly if you screw people over, and you can get rich very slowly if you don't. And then it's up to me to be responsible and pick the one that I want, you know. But the devil really is just the teacher that gives you the test. You know, in school, if you fail a test, is it the teacher's fault, or is it your fault for not knowing the material, you know? I mean, there could be some bad teachers out there, but most of the time it's our fault, because we are the ones responsible, you know, from learning and from living our own lives. So make sure you're paying attention to your emotions on this journey, I guess. Nothingness, interesting. And the dream, yeah. So Dwight started with nothing. Okay, it's not the devil's fault that you have nothing. You decided you wanted to have nothing. You wanted to start out with nothing, because how cool of a story would that be? You starting from nothing and then you achieving your dream, right? All of us humans did that. We're all born and we have nothing. We know nothing. We can't even talk. We can't even walk. Right? We are all the devil here. But we all start living our dream, and we all go from nothing, literally, to living our dream. So right now everything is possible. That is the cool thing about nothingness, is that it has infinite potential, like a baby does. Nothingness, right? Nothingness can be everything, right? Whenever this dream card can be a nightmare, because it's already the dream, right? So this dream is fixed on being the dream now. It can't be anything else. It can't be other things. So that is the cool thing about nothing as well. That is the cool thing about having nothing, is that you have the potential of being everything, of getting everything, of doing everything that you want, right? So if we set all that story aside, right, and we just say, you have nothing, you are nothing, that can seem like a negative thing, right? That can seem like a bad thing. And then if we focus on just the dream here, obviously look at that positive. Wow, a lot of love. That's what you want. Positive, yes. Right? And then we look at both of them together, we clearly can see, I would rather have one than the other. I would rather live the dream than be in the nothingness. But when we took the whole story into account, that was a beautiful story. How beautiful this nothing was, right? This wasn't really negative. It just added beautifulness to our story of living the dream. And the same way over here, right? Look at that. There's nothing back there behind this devil. There is nothing. But that doesn't mean that it's negative. That doesn't mean that this devil is negative. When we take the whole story into account. Same with Dwight, when he only had a thumbtack. If we just took that into account, that negative thing, right? But he ended up with a telescope. Good thing, right? But when the whole story put together, beautiful story. Strength, the Nine of Wands, and the Ace of Discs. Look at that, more potential. Ace of Discs is literally the potentialist card, I guess. The discs are of the material things, right? Nothing, and then there is something. The dream here, it's only in the emotions. This isn't really materialized. This is in her head. You know, it's not there yet. But this is saying it can be, and it will materialize, because anything is possible. But it will require strength, right? It requires strength to create a baby. For a baby to pop out of the womb, that requires a lot of strength. But it brings infinite potential. What do you think, Capricorn? I was gonna say more, but then I don't know. My dog just gasped. And then I started kind of being in the moment, and I'm like, wow, I'm so thankful I have my dog with me. That is me living the dream. Even though we have nothing right now, I am still living the dream. But that's cool. You're going from nothing to something absolutely insane, absolutely unimaginable. All right, a miracle is here. Babies are miracles. Strength. All right, let's get some last bit of words of advice. 12, yeah, you did it. I like this card. I like people that embody this card. This is my goals card. This is Stanley setting goals for himself because he wanted to better himself, just for the sake of bettering himself, not because there was a reward. There is a reward, you know, when you have goals, but it's kind of nice when you just embody the soul aspect of you just want to be better just because you want to be better, you know, like this test over here, you know, you could say that you want the reward of passing the test, or just imagine the sake of just passing the test for the sake of passing the test, you know, just for the sake of being good, just for the sake of knowing that, you know, you don't want to hurt people's emotions, just like you have had your emotions hurt from other people before, you know. And that's very those are some very beautiful people that embody this type of energy. And so make sure you you give yourself that same love, because you deserve to live your dream as well, just like you want other people to be living their dream. You deserve it all. And just take into account your whole story, and not just little card by card right now, just moments to moments. Make sure you remember your whole story and why you are living this story, why you are living this dream that your soul has set for you. 23, beautiful. Yes, everything that you want in life, you get. Let's go. This is literally, you just achieved your dream. Everything that you want in life, you get. And wow, this is gonna be a very beautiful story, Capricorn. I don't know in what step of the story you are in, but I'm here to tell you that it's a very beautiful story. That was the whole story is very beautiful. And yeah, you already did the hard part. You are alive, and just for being alive, you deserve everything that you truly desire, Capricorn. And you don't need to work for it. It just comes to you because of this person that you decided to be. So yeah, this world definitely needs you and this type of people right now. And let's all work together to create something beautiful, to create some miracles. All right, I really hope this reading helped. If it did help, please help me as well by leaving a like, leaving a comment, and subscribing if you would like to keep hanging out, as this is a safe place where we try to figure life out together. So thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.